Yo, check out this clip from the pre-patch podcast.
This is a game that we have all. Well, actually, I don't think Bill has been. I don't think Bill played this yet, but myself, Scruffy, and Enigma all jumped into the. Can I use one of our swear? Can I just use one time for our swear words?
This looks like Crunker.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
It's
I'm gonna use
it's
it.
better than Crunker.
It's a dumbass way of doing their betas. I'm just gonna say that. But anyway, the game it's called Battlebit Remastered. If you're unfamiliar with Battlebit, it actually and the reason why it's remastered, Battlebit was actually a thing before, and it came out as a joke, and they it was around the time that the Battlefield 2042 came out, and they basically brought out Battlebit and was memeing 2042, and it became insanely popular. And people were like, "This is the better version of Battlefield. Just go play this." And so they legitimately were like, "Okay, we have a calling here," and so the team has decided to make Battlebit Remastered. And it is like, do not let the blocky.
I was about to say this looks like Crunker, and I have PTSD
I
in regards to Crunker.
Don't let this kind of Unturned would be what I would call it.
It's a better comparison. And if you have played Unturned, it's actually a lot of fun. You know, Unturned is like this style, but like DayZ. So you have this
legitimately the thing about like the thing about like the pixelated and like I forget what they call the style of game. Is it
they call it
it's like
voxel based. It's voxel based. It's just smaller voxels, right? The thing about voxel based games is like it's really hit and miss on like the popularity as well as like the meminess of them, right? Like granted, you got things like what's the other one that Crunker was based off of?
The Roblox.
Roblox. Yeah, you've got Roblox, and Roblox is a meme. Like 100%. I agree with you.
That meme makes a lot of money.
It does, and that's the stupidest part about it. And the reason why they do it is because they're extremely predatory towards their player base. They're like 5-year-old player base, right? This one so far, I have not seen anything about microtransactions. I don't think I've heard anything about microtransactions. I don't think they have any intention of putting microtransactions in the game.
I think we'll see about that. I think it's early to see.
We'll see. We will see, but
I am liking the destructible environments. It gives me
the gameplay of it alone. Sin said it best earlier, and it's not a meme. This is the better Battlefield. Like 100%, this is the better Battlefield 2042, right? Like this is the better game, in my opinion. And it looks stupid. Like that little section of the video right there, where the dude was just like looking at the video like, "Hey mom," you know that. 100%. It looks stupid, but it's
to a point. It looks stupid, but the looks honestly play so much in like all of the more capabilities like you can have in this kind of game. You know,
I played it today. I literally just got done. Like, a couple hours.
That's why you were late to the show.
Dinner. No, it was like an hour before dinner because they don't. That's the stupid part about this game is that instead of having just a full on beta, they have stupid little sections of like 2-hour little small play windows where you have to be there or you be square, right?
Yeah.
When I came home today at like 3-4 o'clock my time.
Ubisoft does the same thing.
Yeah, that was when I was able to play, but like it's
their reasoning is, I mean, when they first launched, it was an open beta and it blew up and it killed servers within like a day or something. I think they had over like 300,000 people just blow the servers up. But it's been so long since that point that they've had so many betas. I'm like, isn't there going to be a point where we can have like a legit?
It's got to get to a point where they have to just release it. Like, I don't know.
But the game is phenomenal.
It is really good. It is really good. It gives me that bad. What is it?
Bad Company.
Bad Company. Yeah, I was about to say Back for Blood, and that's like, no, that's not that. That's the wrong one. Yeah, Bad Company, 100% with a destructible environment. Loved that game. I'm sorry, I had to cuss. Loved it. It was an amazing game. I loved the destruction, the terrain destruction and the wall destruction, and it kind of reminds me of Rainbow Six Siege, right, where you can like chunk out little holes in the wall and set yourself up with those. But the only problem with it is like it's not like a one-shot kill. Like you actually have armored. You don't have to really worry about.
Would be surprised with how realistic this game is for how it looks. I mean, down to the mechanics of reloading a mag. If you still have ammo in that mag, you keep it and you use it again. Or reloading a mag and you drop it because you do a quick reload. You have to pick it back up if you want it. You know, you can drag your downed enemies, which I love. I think that's amazing. Or down teammates. Sorry, yeah, you're down. You can actually drag the
That'd
enemy.
be hilarious if you could drag.
I'm cussing.
Oh well, whatever. You already cussed enough for us. We're not demonetized anyways.
Said it once.
Yeah. It's very realistic for what it is, and I think that's the biggest part about this game of what makes it so good. You know,
it looks charming.
It is very fun.
Yeah,
need to come out
quite a bit. So
yeah, I that's my only complaint is like they just need it. They just need to release it. Like it's in beta. They need to release it into an open beta where you can just play whenever you want to, because the whole like 2-3 hour stints little windows is really getting on my
Honestly, I think it'll be very popular when they do finally release it, because they've held for this long so many, like a huge player base, even through all of these play tests.
I mean, people chomp at the bit to play it every time that it comes up, man. It's like it, you know what?
Huge.
And there's another game that actually I played, but I over the holidays that I hadn't shown. It's Dark and Darker, which is another one of these games, and I'll show it. I'll talk about it later, but it's another one of these games that are doing play tests like this, but theirs are a lot longer. They'll go for a couple days, but as soon as they come up, man, it's just every content creator on Twitch and YouTube are just eating it up, right? They're just boom, instantly in there.
So just as a little today, their beta test that they had today peaked out at 11,000 players.
Yeah, man,
that's pretty good.
Their all-time peak player base is 23K. That's their all-time player base. But yeah, like they get a decent peak players. Like last 30 days, peak players was 15,000. So like also, it's a very popular game, man.
Keep in mind too that today's test was from like I think 5 to something, right? It was like from
it was like 5, a 3-hour window from like 3 to like 6 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Right in the middle
like
of the day. So it was real awkward.
It was like a 3-hour beta test, but I think they hold them predominantly to be on the schedule for like EU players as well, which is kind of, I don't know. I think they need to open them up. Just open it up.
Just give it to us.
Yeah.
Give it to us. All right. Well,
because it does have really good stuff in it, like the customization of your weapons, the customization.
Oh, the destructibility is awesome. I mean, everything really just, again, it's the better Battlefield. So, which is really sad.
Thank you for checking out the patch notes. If you enjoyed this small selection from our podcast, come and join us every other Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the full, unfiltered pre-patch podcast. And make sure you check out all of our past shows on anchor.fm/prepatchpodcast.